Page 20, 1. Or 1 is the loneliest number. That's a well-known piece back when I was young, a million years ago. It's kind of tricky because the melody's in the left hand on first page, and that really messes me up sometimes. However, I look it over, it's 3 pages long, treble bass clef, 2 sharps in the key signature, so it's either in D major or B minor. This happens to be in B minor. Could be either one, but I'm going to do the scales and arpeggios for both, D major and B minor. That way I know what notes are in the key. I don't have to worry about which sharp again, I forget. I just play the notes in the key. Now because it's in B minor, we're probably going to have a bunch of A sharps because that's the 7th step. So don't be surprised if you see a bunch of A sharps. 4/4 time signature, 1 hand at a time. At the beginning, the right hand just chords. 1, 2, till you get over to measure 9, and now the right hand gets the melody. And that doesn't sound right in measure 12, but it is. It's a D, an F natural, and a G. They did it, I don't know. And then they come up again, a rest to come up. Now, measure 14. They want this. After you're on that, put 4th on it. You play it with thumb, and then while it's holding it down, put 4th on it. It's a finger substitute. And that's fine. We do a lot of finger substitutes. I do. Some people avoid them, but I'm a big believer in them. It's just we don't have to do that here. I don't have to go 3, 1. I can go 3, 1, 4. I can go right to it. I don't need to. So starting on measure 11, it's here. To me, that's easier to go here than to go here. Do whatever you want, or do whatever your teacher tells you to do. Left hand always gets melody at first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. They don't need the natural sign in the measure 3, but they put it in. You have a G sharp in their upper staff. They're thinking, well, maybe you should play a G sharp here. No, every staff's got to have its own set of symbols. But they're just being clear. They want a G natural here, even though you're doing a G sharp here. And as far as the rhythm goes, it's hopefully the measure 2 and 3 are okay. So measure 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that's, you're just not getting it, take out those ties and play all those notes. They're just 8th notes. 1, 2. You just play all the notes, it's just straight through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then once you can do that, you put the ties in, you just hang on to the note rather than playing it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So forth. Measure 12, we're here. 1, 2, 3. See, the triplets are on beat 3. 3 and a 4. 1, 2, and 3. Like so. 2. Like so. And the fingering is okay. There's other fingerings, but this works. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. You get these triplet rhythm or patterns in a few others, like in measure 16. 1, 2. Just make sure the fingering is used, works for you. Now, we have a little problem going from measure 16 to 17 in the left hand, because measure 16 is here, measure 17 is here. You're doing that. If you don't want to use the same finger, we got to change the fingering in measure 16 to accommodate it, and it's easy to do. I just, for the E, rather than 4, I'd put thumb on it. Now I'm in position to go down. 1 and 2. Do it that way. I'll leave that up to you and your teacher how you finger that. Now, one day I have an idea of the fingering and the rhythm and all for each hand. I'll try and put them together. And page 20 causes problems for this kind of thing. Always has. Is I just want quarter notes in the right hand, but I get off. I start playing the rhythm for the melody in the right hand. So it's here. just got to go really slow for you, not slow for me. Your slow could be a lot slower. Whatever slow is for you, go slow and work out the hands together. And then once you get the hands together, then go back over it, maybe just a few measures at a time, and get rid of the hesitations. Keep it slow, no hesitations. And then once I get rid of the hesitations, I add the articulation. We have staccatos. I'm flexing at the wrist. I'm on it and I'm bouncing off. All the way until you get to measure 9. This is more connected. And in measure 14, it's an accent. And the staccato. So add in the articulation. And then once I get that under control, more or less, I add the dynamics. And that applies to the melody. It starts out moderately loud. This, they're telling you moderately soft. They don't need to. You just know. The dynamic given applies to the melody, wherever it is. Here. Then measure 9, the right hand gets it, left hand's soft. Makes the accent and note just up a little bit. We want to hear the melody, so don't drown it out. So I add the dynamics, and then I add the speed. This is actually kind of slow, but all the way through. I'll change that in a little bit, but right now that's what we're doing. Now they've added pedal. Now we can use pedal on some of this because we want to connect this. Like measure 9 here. We want the overtones in that. It's kind of emphasizing certain parts of it. And then you have the contrast of no pedal. So we're kind of going back and forth for a while between pedal and no pedal. It's important. So starting on measure 9, I put the notes down first and then the pedal. And I lift the pedal up right after beat 3, after it. And on measure 11, I'm changing. But you really don't need pedal on that. I mean, here. Once you've done this, you can lift it up. See, like I measure 15. I don't want pedal on that. That's too much. So I just pedal the first 2 beats on these measures. So forth. So I'm pedaling on the measures, and only the measures are telling me to, but like on measure 11 and 14 and 19 and so forth, I'm only pedaling the first 2 beats of the measure because I don't want it smeary. Now when you get to measure 21, this kind of a climax here. Now we're going to pedal everything. We want the overtones. We want a big sound here. It's shown, that's fine. However, it's not pedaled all the way, so don't pedal it anywhere where it tells you not to, where it doesn't show it. You get the idea? Okay. And at the end again, if you want, you can use that same staccato pedal I showed you on the last video, because you're loud. Here, pedal goes down with the hands and up with the hands. It booms together. The last measure, here, here, and just boom. Yeah. That's because of the accent on it. Now we have a page turn here to deal with. So somehow we got to get through this page turn without messing up the rhythm. You can simply memorize page 22, that would work. Or we find somewhere where one hand isn't too busy, and it will do it. Unfortunately, here they're both busy. So it looks like you're pretty much stuck on at the bottom of page 21. here, leave out the half note in the right hand and turn the pedal with the right hand. As you're doing this, or turn the page with the right hand here. Here's because we want a steady beat. We do that when we have to. It's just, you don't leave out notes if you can possibly help it, but it's better to leave out some notes than to mess up the beat. Now, a little bit about interpreting this. Of course, this is an arrangement. You can rearrange it if you want to. But most of the time, it seems to me like they swing this rhythm. They're not playing straight eighth notes. They don't do it that way. 1, 2, 3. It just seems to me they swing it a long short. You feel it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That makes it harder for me when I'm doing this. It throws me off. When I'm swinging one and I got straight. So if you're not working, if it doesn't work for you and you can't do it that way, then play page 20 with a straight rhythm, and you can swing it then on the next page, here, measure 9. You get the idea. If you don't like the swinging, you don't think it fits, then don't. Play them straight. It's interpretation. Play it as you feel it, or play it as your teacher feels it. They'll let you know. I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go ahead and do straight eighth notes for this lesson, but I think if I were playing this, I would probably swing these eighth notes. Depends on the mood I'm in and how much wine or beer I've had to drink. I don't know.